Have you ever looked in the mirror and quietly wondered, do people still see me as beautiful? It's a question many women ask as the years go by, not out of vanity, but because we've lived through seasons where beauty was measured by youth, smooth skin, and magazine standards. But here's something the world rarely says out loud. Real beauty doesn't fade. It deepens. It softens. It strengthens. It becomes more magnetic with time, not less. The truth is, you might be far more radiant, more charming, and more attractive than you think. Because attraction after 60 is no longer about chasing perfection. It's about presence. It's about energy. It's about the way your wisdom lights up a room and your laughter warms the people around you. If you've ever doubted your appeal or assumed that others don't notice you anymore, this video is for you. Because there are clear, unmistakable signs that show you still have that magnetic spark. And today we're going to uncover 7 powerful signs that reveal you're still an incredibly attractive woman. Yes, right now, just as you are. You might be surprised how many of these apply to you already. Let's begin. Sign 1. People seek your advice and feel comfortable around you. Have you noticed how often people, whether it's family, friends, or even strangers, come to you for guidance, comfort, or reassurance? That's not a coincidence. It's one of the strongest signs that your inner beauty has only grown with age. When people naturally turn to you, it means they see you as grounded, wise, and emotionally safe to be around. True attractiveness isn't always about appearance. It's about energy. And your energy, shaped by decades of experiences, compassion, and strength, has become something others gravitate toward. Whether you're offering advice to your daughter, lending a patient ear to a neighbor, or simply being present for someone going through a tough time, your presence has power. Take a moment to think back. How many times have people said, "I feel better just talking to you"? Or perhaps they've told you, "You always know what to say." These are subtle but powerful compliments that go far deeper than looks. They reflect emotional intelligence, warmth, and confidence, qualities that younger people often aspire to, but that mature women like you carry with quiet grace. And here's what's beautiful about this. Even if people don't use words like attractive or charming, their actions speak louder. They linger around you longer. They feel safe in your presence. They admire your calm strength, your ability to stay centered, and your quiet confidence. That, my friend, is a form of beauty that doesn't just turn heads, it touches hearts. Sign 2. You receive compliments on your style and poise. Style isn't just about the clothes you wear, it's about how you wear them. And if people have complimented your fashion sense, the way you carry yourself, or how polished and elegant you appear, that's more than just a nod to your wardrobe. It's a sign that others see your presence as captivating. As women grow older, many develop a deeper sense of what works for them. You no longer chase every trend. You choose pieces that speak to who you are. Maybe it's a favorite scarf that brings out your eyes, a graceful pair of shoes you always get asked about, or the subtle touch of lipstick that becomes your signature. These seemingly small choices add up to something powerful, a unique and magnetic sense of self. And others notice. A compliment like, "You always look so put together," or "That color looks amazing on you," often carries an undertone of admiration. It's not just about the clothes, it's about the quiet confidence you radiate. Your grooming, your posture, even your scent, all contribute to an aura that feels both refined and real. Take Elaine, a 66-year-old who didn't consider herself stylish, but everywhere she went, people commented on her elegant look. The truth? She wasn't doing anything flashy. She just knew who she was. She wore what felt good, what made her feel like herself. And that authenticity shined brighter than any accessory ever could. When someone compliments your appearance at this stage of life, it's not out of politeness. It's a recognition of the beauty you've curated over time. You're not just aging, you're refining. Sign 3. People hold eye contact with you just a bit longer. There's something powerful about the way someone looks at you, especially when they hold your gaze just a moment longer than expected. It's subtle, silent, and often more telling than words. If you've noticed people locking eyes with you, whether in conversation, across a room, or during a passing glance, it could be one of the clearest signs that your presence is magnetic. Eye contact is one of the oldest and most instinctive forms of human connection. It conveys emotion, trust, curiosity, and yes, attraction. As an older woman, you might assume that people no longer look at you that way. But the truth is, they do. They just do it differently now, more respectfully, more slowly, and with deeper appreciation. You may not always realize it, but when someone's eyes linger on yours, they're responding to something you carry: grace, confidence, wisdom. These qualities don't fade with age. They sharpen, and they show in your expression, in the kindness in your eyes, in the way you listen, in the comfort you bring without trying. Think of Marie, a 70-year-old who once felt invisible in crowds. But she began to notice something unexpected. Cashiers, waiters, even strangers often looked her in the eye and smiled longer than usual. "I used to think they were just being polite," she said. "But then I realized they see me. They feel something when they look at me. And that changed how I saw myself." When people hold your gaze, they're drawn to your warmth, your spirit, your lived-in beauty. It's not about youth anymore. It's about energy. And if eyes are truly the windows to the soul, yours still shine with a light people want to understand. Sign 4. People naturally gravitate toward you. Have you ever noticed how conversations seem to start around you, even when you're not the one initiating them? Maybe you walk into a room, and people seem to smile, shift their attention, or make space for you in a group. This magnetic pull you have, it's not an accident. It's one of the clearest signs that you're an attractive older woman, even if you don't realize it. Attractiveness at this stage of life isn't about loud entrances or flashy appearances. It's about presence, the quiet kind that makes others feel safe, calm, and drawn in. When people naturally want to talk to you, seek your opinion, or linger near you during a gathering, it's a reflection of the energy you carry. That energy might be your warmth, your laughter, your sense of calm, your way of really listening when someone speaks. It might be the way you stand or the way you nod with understanding. These are the subtle forces that pull people toward you, not out of obligation, but out of comfort and curiosity. Take Judith, 68, for example. She never considered herself the center of attention. Yet at book clubs, family dinners, or community events, people always seemed to gather near her. Strangers would strike up conversations. Friends would turn to her for reassurance or advice. One day someone told her, "You make a space feel lighter just by being in it." That moment made her realize what she hadn't seen in herself for years. She was quietly captivating. So if people seem to gravitate toward you without you even trying, don't brush it off. It's a sign that your presence has an unspoken charm. You don't need to chase attention. It naturally finds you. And that kind of attractiveness, it never fades. Sign 5. You radiate a calm, confident energy. There's something undeniably attractive about a woman who is completely at ease with herself. Not because she's trying to prove anything, not because she's loud or flashy, but because she moves through the world with grace, calm, and quiet confidence. And if that sounds like you, even just a little, it's a powerful sign of your lasting beauty. Confidence doesn't mean perfection. It means knowing who you are and standing in that with pride. It's in the way you walk into a room without needing everyone to look, but somehow they do. It's in the way you smile without needing approval. It's in your posture, your poise, your unshakable sense of self. As we age, many women worry that their glow is fading. But the truth is, it's just changing. It becomes deeper, more soulful. It's no longer about impressing others. It's about being authentic. And people notice that. Think about Eleanor, 72, who described herself as average for most of her life. She didn't wear bold colors or speak the loudest in the room, but people gravitated toward her. She had a warmth in her eyes, a steadiness in her voice, and a presence that made others feel secure. She didn't try to be charming. She simply was. And that's what made her unforgettable. Confidence like that, unforced and grounded, is magnetic. It tells the world that you've seen life, lived through its storms, and come out wiser, kinder, and stronger. That kind of energy doesn't just make you beautiful. It makes you glow from the inside out. So if you've ever been told that people feel comfortable around you, that your energy is calming, or that you have a certain grace about you, take it to heart. You're radiating beauty in the most powerful way. Sign 6. You receive genuine compliments about your appearance or energy. You might not be fishing for compliments, but if people still go out of their way to tell you things like, you have such beautiful eyes, or you don't look your age at all, those words aren't just niceties, they're clues. Clues that the way you carry yourself, the life in your smile, and the glow in your presence are speaking louder than you realize. Here's the thing. Attractiveness isn't just about fitting into society's outdated standards. As we age, true beauty becomes about how you make others feel and how your energy lights up a space. If people are complimenting your hair, your skin, your smile, your laughter, it's because they're sensing something vibrant and magnetic in you. And don't overlook the comments that go beyond the surface. When someone says, you have such a calming presence, or you're so radiant, they're seeing the full picture. Your confidence, your style, your health, and your spirit. All of that combined becomes a kind of beauty that can't be copied. It's earned. Take Maya, 66, who never considered herself conventionally beautiful. She wasn't tall, never wore much makeup, and didn't care for flashy outfits. But everywhere she went, whether it was a coffee shop, a family event, or even her morning walk, people would stop her. They'd ask where she got her earrings. They'd smile when she passed by. One day, a younger woman leaned over in yoga class and whispered, I hope I age like you. That's not just a compliment, that's proof. If you've been told you have great posture, strong energy, a kind smile, or a timeless presence, believe it. These moments might seem small, but they reflect a deeper truth. Your beauty hasn't faded, it's evolved, and others are noticing. Sign 7. People laugh at your jokes, even the silly ones. Laughter is one of the most overlooked signs of attraction, especially as we get older. It's not just about being funny, it's about how someone makes others feel. If people laugh at your jokes, even the lighthearted, quirky, or corny ones, it often means they genuinely enjoy your company and are drawn to your energy. Think about it. How many times have you said something playful, maybe without even thinking, and someone burst out laughing? Maybe a family member giggled during dinner, a stranger at the store chuckled at your quick wit, or a friend leaned in with a bright smile after a story you shared. These reactions may seem casual, but they're often a reflection of connection and warmth. For older women, this is especially powerful. Your humor may come with a touch of life experience, timing, and grace. It's not about being the loudest in the room, but about knowing when to say something light that lifts the mood. And when people laugh, especially if they linger, stay close, or look at you with affection afterward, that's a sign they're enjoying more than just the joke. They're enjoying you. Consider Anita, 72, who always loved sharing silly observations. At first, she thought people were laughing to be polite, but the more she paid attention, the more she noticed how those laughs sparked longer conversations, bigger smiles, and deeper connections. Younger people would stay longer to talk. Older friends would say, "You always make my day." Laughter builds bridges, and when others laugh freely in your presence, it's because they feel at ease. They feel safe. They feel drawn to your spirit. So the next time someone chuckles at something you say, especially when it wasn't meant to be a big joke, take note. That might be one of the clearest signs that your charm still shines and your presence still glows. As we wrap up, take a quiet moment to reflect on everything we just explored. Maybe you've recognized one or two of these signs in your daily life. Or perhaps, like many women, you've brushed them off, thinking they're just polite gestures, friendly interactions, or coincidences. But now you know, those little moments might mean a lot more than you ever gave them credit for. Being an attractive older woman isn't about turning heads the way you did at 25. It's about the energy you carry, the presence you offer, and the grace that naturally surrounds you with age. Your wisdom, your warmth, your ability to make others feel seen and heard, that's your beauty now. And it runs far deeper than skin. The way people look at you, the way they seek your presence, linger in conversations, or simply smile when you enter a room, these are not accidents. They're reflections of the light you still radiate. So the next time you wonder whether you're still attractive, Remember this video, remember the signs, and more importantly, remember who you are. You've earned every line on your face. You've grown through experiences that shaped your soul. And what you have now, the confidence, the compassion, the quiet power, is more captivating than ever before. If something resonated with you today, let us know in the comments. Share the sign that surprised you most, or tell us how you've noticed your own glow, even when you didn't realize it at the time. And if this video helped you see yourself in a new light, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need a reminder of how stunning they truly are. Thanks for watching, and never forget, age doesn't take away your beauty, it reveals it.